All right, what is up, everybody? This is Keith. Go back to guy 231 across the DFS industry. It is, what day is it? Tuesday, March 30th. 4-game NBA slate, which feels awesome after what's felt like, what was it, like 2 of the last 3 nights. We had like massive 10-game slates, tons of late news. I'm sure there's going to be late news tonight, especially with the Clippers. But 4 games feels so manageable. I've been playing a lot more of the turbo and short slates lately, just for sanity's sake. Definitely recommend that if sometimes these 11 and 12 gamers are just kind of getting your head or yourself off kilter. But anyhow, here to break down my 5. You can see that right there. It's about 8:30 as I'm taping this, so obviously a lot could change. But just a quick reminder, bottom right of the screen is the subscribe button. Would really appreciate if you hit that. Also, like and comment. That really does help, promote these videos, show YouTube that you think FSI is doing a good job. All right, let's just talk about it. First off, Russ Westbrook. It was crazy last night. What was it, 94 DK? Insane game. Most people were on it. I actually, it's funny enough. I think there was, everybody's gonna turn this off after I say this. I think there was a little equity in the fade. Like, Zach and I were wondering if Washington could stay close with Indiana, but the more I'm thinking about it, it's just like Indiana's not nearly as good as we want to give them credit for, or even as their personnel looks. And Russ is just absolutely the man right now. What he's been probably for about a month and a half, especially with Beal out. He's just going to take the team, and he's going to try to take them into the playing games. So good for him. With all the shade thrown Russ the last 2 years and all the trades, I'm like really happy for him. If you watch games, you have to enjoy watching Russ play. If Beal's out, it's lock and load. If Beal's in, there's still a really good shot that you could be playing him tonight. So love him in any format. Charlotte's a great matchup. I really like this game in general. And as you can see, I think I have 3 guys from here that I'm talking about. So Russ, I don't think you need any analysis. If Beal's out, there's no way you fade Russ in this situation. The slight inclination I had to fade him last night, that was stupid. Would not do it tonight. Let's talk about Malik Monk. Malik Monk's one of Zach and I's favorite guys. He's actually won us a lot of money in loan spots. I'm hoping that maybe that this question will tag all day will maybe take some people off of him. He's probable for the game. He's fresh off of a 40 DK outing versus Miami. The good thing about Malik Monk is when he's on the court, he's going to fire. Without Ball, now, he's locked into like 23, 27 minutes. If he gets really hot, you could even see it push a little bit more. But you gotta like these heat check guys, especially versus soft defenses like Washington. So at sub 5K, I really like Monk as a low owned, GPP type of flyer. I think if you know that either George or Kawhi is out, I think Terrence Mann is a better just outright safety, cash, floor, even projection play than Malik Monk. Malik Monk's just so much more swagger, and really does have 50 DK upside anytime he goes out there if he gets hot. So that's why I'm talking about him here. I really like Terrence Mann too. I wanted to place him in here, but it just didn't like work. So just know that. Bonus for actually listening. Denny, I'm not gonna. Yeah, Avdija. It's not even close. Anyhow, back in the starting lineup. First round picks, finally starting to get some play. What's nice with Denny is he can do a little bit of scoring, and he's also going to get you some rebounds and some peripherals. 24 DK last night, 3,700 should start. It definitely helps if you don't have Beal, but I think at this point, even if Beal's in, I'd be surprised if they didn't start Denny and put Garrison Matthews back to the bench. 3,700 starter, get upper 20s, low 30s in minutes. I think you just kind of lock and load. Again, back to the Clippers news. If George misses again, Luke Kennard, who's just makes no sense. Like he just probably isn't that good. But when he gets forced into positions that he has to produce, he can. I mean, he's getting paid a ton of money. Obviously, the Clippers have huge regrets on that contract. When there's not injuries, he's not really in the rotation. But Kennard is, I think, 3,400 versus a terrible Magic team. I don't know if we'll know the news. But, you know, again, I actually think he's a better outright play than Denny. Just Denny is safer. So maybe these like the five I'm giving you don't all make all that much sense, right? Because like from like a cash perspective, I like Man a little bit more than Monk. I like Kennard maybe a little bit more than Denny, but you still know the news. So, you know, if you don't know the news, maybe you do two lineups. Maybe you do one, you know, where you lock in the early guys in case the Clippers all play. Then one you put in Man and Kennard over Monk and Denny, and then you have it for late. So just a thought. Joker's going to absolutely go off tonight versus Philly with no Embiid. Look, he would have destroyed versus Atlanta, but the game got out of hand. He had almost a DDK in the third quarter. Was going to, you know, if he comes back and plays, he gets a triple double. You know, we had in our chat, somebody asked if Aaron Gordon will affect him. He's not going to. Aaron Gordon, just, you know, the way I answered it, he's going to do things that Millsap and Barton did, maybe just a little bit better. And, you know, we're not even sure he definitely will. I've been a Magic fan for a while, and you know, Aaron Gordon is just a very frustrating player. I wish him the best, and I hope that you know, he is able to do really well in Denver. But you know, I think time will tell what he'll do. But Jokic is still going to be the center of everything, and that does not change because of Aaron Gordon. So Jokic versus, you know, Dwight Howard. Who else is Philly lining up at center right now? It's Howard. I'm trying to figure out who they went out and got. Mike Scott. No. Yeah, Philly's rough. I forgot that guy just flat got rid of Tony Bradley and didn't really replace him. So it's gonna be tough. Jokic should mash. Finally, Devontae Graham. Huge game versus Phoenix. That was without Monk. So I think when Monk's back tonight, you know, he's probably lower 30s in minutes. 6,100 though. He's a guy earlier this season we were picking up upwards of $7,000 for. Just a great matchup versus Washington. You know, love that he took 21 shots last game, probably in the 10 to 15 range. Should do a little bit more playmaking too. Yeah, I like Devontae Graham, especially at the price tag 6,100. I think he makes a ton of sense. All right, that'll do it, guys. Good luck. Make sure for all FSS subscribers, you're watching chat closer to lock. We'll have the updates on what we see on the injuries. That could change a lot. Good luck tonight. See you.